Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Houston Astros. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Jeff Bagwell. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about set to go now. Getting the nod on the mound, Nolan Ryan. Singing the numbers he's racked up in his career are almost unprecedented.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. He's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
All right, ready to get underway. And now the rookie second baseman, Lee Lin. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. Back to work, 3-2 now. And he walked him.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And now Al Kaline. Next pitch is outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Right-hander kicks, deals. There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Alan Trammell up now for the Tigers. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. And 1-2.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
And a pitch. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And now here is Tony Clark. And that's ball four.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So bases loaded with one away. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Tough start for him so far, already at 30 pitches here in the first. Next offering is foul back.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And it's even up.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That's out to center field. McCormick puts it away. Here comes the runner from third. Lay at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it. But a really good job of getting that run in from third.
Kicks and fires. That one is absolutely belted. That's going back. Back some more. And he brings it into the warning track. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Tigers 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here at Minute Maid Park. Starting in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And the batter now, Jose Altuve.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
One and 2 now. Altuve waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Here's a 2-1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Vierling under it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Craig Biggio.
Well, Boo, clearly he's just one of the best hitters to ever play this game. I mean, a member of the 3,000 hit club. Just a true professional hitter. I know we use that term, but this guy is just the epitome of it. So much fun to watch him swing the bat and just work a pitcher. You can learn so much about the art of hitting from just watching this guy go about his business.
The wind to the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. Fires across the diamond. Bagwell out on the play. And that is the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. It's the Tigers 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, now it's Austin Meadows.
Austin Meadows.
Next offering upstairs. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
He handles it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Jonathan Schoop.
And now it's Jonathan Schoop. And the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Next offering upstairs.
2-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now back.
And stepping in is the speedy Lee Lin. He led off the game with a home run. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Next offering is in for a strike.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Tigers 2 and the Astros nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's a speed threat. Craig Biggio.
Batting in the cleanup spot today, but you could easily see him in the 2-hole and even sometimes leading off.
Next offering is down low, and it's 2-1. Close one, doesn't get the call, and that's ball 3. The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And here it comes. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Vierling makes the play, and there's one down.
Batting fifth. The left fielder.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Caught him looking for the K.
Batting
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Tucker digs in now. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. The rope into right, and that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting seventh. The shortstop.
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? Statcast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ripped on the ground to second. Gets it to first. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Tigers 2 and the Astros nothing. Back back here at the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. And now the center fielder, Matt Vierling. The count 2-1. And a foul ball.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Fastball almost got him there.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Right side. Toss to Bagwell, and one away in the top of the third.
The right fielder, number 6, Al Kaline.
Now at the plate, Al Kaline. And he's already singled in this game. Here's a 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
2-1.
And that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Towards first. Takes it himself.
Out.
2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Went down on strikes his first time through. And a pitch.
No.
In for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Down in order go the Tigers as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Set for the bottom of the third, and now it's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman,
Bregman, who had a great career at LSU. He was the 2nd overall pick in 2015. He wears that number on his back, number 2. And Singy, he was a big Derek Jeter fan growing up. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up.
Oh, Boog, a lot of guys would love to be taken in the first round and 2nd overall, but Alex Bregman seems to have carried that as a chip on his shoulder over the years, not being the number 1 pick overall, and he's played in such a way where he's always trying to show people that he's the best, and it's translated on both sides of the ball.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. And he flips a breaking ball in there. Or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The designated hitter, Jose Altuve.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. The pitch. Good eye in that spot.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away. Altuve tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Mike Fillmore. And a payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Tony Clark. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Left field, way back there. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Digging in, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 1 so far. That's inside, and that's ball 2. Man at second. Swinging a foul straight back. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Clark at second with nobody out. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-1 now. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Austin Meadows now rounded out his first time. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. 1 out, runners at first and second. Got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
And here is Jonathan Schoop. 2 on, 2 outs.
Ball 3.
Just inside, and now it is filled up. Here comes a 3-2. Tapped in front of the plate. Toss to Bagwell. That's the 3rd out. Tigers strand a pair. They're up 2-0. Bottom 4. Now here is Chas McCormick. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now that's smacked to right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The first baseman, number 5, Jeff.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeff Bagwell. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Smoked into left, base hit.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Runner on the go. Fouls one off. 2-2. And the pitch.
Ball.
And delivers outside.
Full count.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. In there safely.
Now batting, left fielder, Yordan.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Now snap throw to first. Biggio back in standing. 1-2 now. Good eye right there.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing. That high fastball, you have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Kyle Tucker up next.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Left-hand hitter waits. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Yordan Alvarez circles the bases. That's a special one. 100 career homers. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2.
What pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Here's Kyle Tucker. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings through that one out in front that time. Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees.
The batter, number 3.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Here comes a pitch. 3-2 now. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Matthew Boyd, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Manning, the right-hander, also getting loose. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The wind and the pitch. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
At the belt and fires. That one missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And now the lefty. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Lee Lin. The wind and the pitch. This one blasted left center field, on its way, and that one is out of here. He'll circle the bases, and we're starting over. It's 3-3.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. The wind to kick the pitch. And that one fouled off.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And he deals.
Ball 2.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Lance McCullers Jr. getting ready to go. The pitch. And he can't come up with it. Knocks it down. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 6.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and he might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Go ahead run on base. Al Kaline, the next to hit. This guy has turned into a beast. right side. Tucker makes the play. Runner tags up for third.
Now batting, the shortstop, Alan Trammell.
Now it's the shortstop, Alan Trammell, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Next one misses. 2-1. One away with a runner at third. That's a little bit low. Tony Clark to bat next. And the right-hander's 3-1. And that one is in for a strike. And a 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Tony Clark up now for the Tigers.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Two on, one out. Out to short. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. New pitcher for the Tigers, Matthew Boyd. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Number 48, Matthew Boyd.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Martin Maldonado. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
Maldonado.
The pitch. And another ball.
Well, these Astros, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Maldonado on at first, nobody out. Good job to fight that one off. Two down. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Kicks and deals. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The next offering misses, and the count is 2-2. Way inside, gets out of the way.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to third. Oh, great grab on the dive. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Lance McCullers Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Movement in the bullpen. Phil Maton appears to be getting loose. Montero warming up as well. And that one hit to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The catcher, Eric
Eric Haas up now for the Tigers. McCullers winds, fires. Good eye right there.
3-1.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, throws him with the front door slider.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Here is Austin Meadows. Hard on the ground to first. Bagwell steps on the bag, and the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here at Minute Maid Park. And here's the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. The next pitch misses. 2-1. Tigers bullpen with some action. Ronnie Garcia getting loose out there. Vest getting loose as well. That one the other way. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
One down, base is empty. A little bit low.
Down.
And it's filled up.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one ripped left field. Oh! He flexes his power with that swing. His second of the year. It's 4-3.
Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So one out, nobody on. Next to hit, Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. Kicks and fires. And now it's filled up. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's down on strikes for the second time today.
The right fielder,
Kyle Tucker up next for the Astros. 1 for 2. Thinking Kyle Tucker's done a little bit of everything. He's won a World Series. He's been an All-Star. He's won a Gold Glove. And a guy who was the 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft. The throw to first, and Tucker is retired. Third out. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Jonathan Scope.
He's been a guy that can kind of fly under the radar, but not so much anymore. Everyone's aware of the damage that he can do in that lineup. But a guy that's kind of old school, doesn't wear the batting gloves, just goes up there and rakes. Got a great arm in the outfield as well. Definitely the pride of Plant High School in Tampa, Florida.
Next offering is down low. Up the middle. Biggio sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The second baseman, Lee Lin.
Now it's the second baseman, Lee Lin. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now. Seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
The 1-1. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The tying run at the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Righty to the plate. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the righty deals. In the dirt. Tossed to Bagwell. And that quickly 2 away.
The center fielder, Matt.
And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it.
Oh, now a great stop. Fires to first, but he beats it. Nice try defensively. Great hustle, and the tying run is on.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
And now the right fielder, Al Kaline.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Two one now.
Hey.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
2-2. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So that's two straight two-out hits.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Alan Trammell. And a count 1-2. Big spot. Two out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. That misses the zone. Now 2-2. Got him swinging. 2 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Astros 4 and the Tigers 3. New pitcher on here, Ronnie Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. He's 0 for 1.
Jeremy Pena.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
The 1-1.
Yeah.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2. And he gets Bregman, and that's the first out.
Now batting. The catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, Martin Maldonado.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Next pitch is inside, and a count 2-1. And downstairs, Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Pena at first, one gone. That's towards center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting the designated hitter, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. They take the force out number 3. So the Astros lead 1, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. So here comes Ryan Presley to the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So digging in, Tony Clark. The 2-1. Foul ball. Swing and a drive. This one way back there. Going. That one is gone. We are tied. He'll touch them all. And they tie it up. It's 4-4.
This guy's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Now the left fielder, Kerry Carpenter. And now the count is even.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that one almost got him.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
So now 3-2. Got him. First out in the top of the 8th. Stepping in, Eric Haas. Tied at 4. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Eric Haas goes deep. His first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 5-4.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Rafael Montero gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Now it's Austin Meadows. And a pitch. Got it by him for the K.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hector Neris, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Maton getting cranked up as well. Next one misses, 3-1. Swing and a pop-up. Biggio makes the grab on the run, but the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's down to 1 at 5-4. Major League Baseball is on the show. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Jose Cisnero.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
So digging in, Chaz McCormick.
Astros, the center fielder, Chaz McCormick.
And the pitch. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And now 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Jeff Bagwell waiting to hit for Houston. Swung on, belted. Carpenter going back some more, and it hits the fence. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jeff Bagwell up next for the Astros, 1 for 3. So now 1-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that one in the air center field. Vierling makes the catch. Runner tagging for third. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Was able to move the runner up to third on that deep fly to center, but I think at this point he wants to get him over and get him in.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit. In comes the run from third. All tied again, 5-5.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
One down, runner at first. And next to hit for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. Fouled off. He was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
And a swing and a miss. 2 out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now, Kyle Tucker. Next pitch is downstairs. Cisnero over to first. Biggio back on a dive. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball outside. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
That one 95 to finish him off.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Billy Wagner.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Lee Lin.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One gone here.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
And now, Matt Vierling. Next offering is fouled back. And a 1-2 again. In the air, left field. He's under it. 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now it's the right fielder, Al Kaline, known for his late inning heroics. Ball to strike.
2-1.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Alan Trammell waiting for a turn at the plate. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
Yeah, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9. 2 up in inning number 9. We're all tied up 5-5. Will Vest gets the ball now. This is his first appearance of the season.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 19, Will Vest.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena.
The shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, walking the potential winning run is bad enough, but with his speed and ability to put himself in scoring position, that could be a huge mistake.
The pitch. On the ground to short, could be 2. Fired to second. How about that double play?
Up next to the Astros, the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
And now the catcher comes up to hit, Martin Maldonado. And there's a ball. Tap back up the middle. Over to first. Inning over. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Phil Maton. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Maton.
Now it's the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gotten him. Didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And next to hit for Detroit, Tony Clark.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Here's a 1-1. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Misses. 2-2. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Hector Neris, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Stanek, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So up next, Kerry Carpenter. 2 outs. Hard hit to third. That's out number 3. Tigers lead 1. This ball game still tied 5-all. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Jose Altuve. So a big opportunity here with the score tied and that runner on second to start the bottom of the inning.
Yeah, and you know they're eager to cash in. You just don't want to come out of your shoes and make a mistake. Got to play this smart.
Action in the pen down there. Alex Lang, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Alexander, the lefty, warming up as well. And a pitch. Way high.
I always feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
(3-1) and he couldn't come up with it. So a change being made out at second. On the pinch run, Corey Lee. He's a potential winning run, so they're hoping he can score on a base hit. First and second, no outs. And here is Chas McCormick. Strike two.
Well, they're willing to give up an out here. This is a big spot, so you have to make it count.
Stays alive. Another 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. That one gets down for a hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. In comes the winning run. And the Astros walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
6-5 the final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 4 more on base. For the Tigers, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Funny how I'm eating more than